guys, welcome to the Chad and Prather Show. It is Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a great week and headed into the downward flow into the weekend. Football season kicks off this weekend. It is college football. I'm excited about it. We'll talk about that a little bit today. We're going to be down and dirty. We are self-producing this show, so I don't know how long we'll be with you. This thing may not even work. I don't even know. But anyway, I need you guys to blow up that chat. Let me see that you are in there. Float some of those American flags, and let me see the dancing bananas. Come on, look at Linda Adams. She started a trend with the dancing banana. Dadgum. Oh, boy. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube or Rumble, please do that. We're growing the Rumble channel. And YouTube, yes, today is a historic day. I think you're supposed to say an historic day. We just hit 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. But basically, we're just getting started. 400,000. So I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for doing what we ask you to do. Go over and leave us a rating and review wherever podcasts are offered, specifically on Apple or Spotify. And let's get into it. I'll bring Party Foul Steve on in just a little bit and see what's going on in his world. But are you guys doing okay? I hope that you are. I hope that you're joining me on Before the Noise every morning at 8, 7 Central, having a good time doing that. I love doing it, actually. I like getting up in the morning. I love the accountability that it brings. But have you ever noticed how the whole world can just absolutely be on fire with markets crashing and wars brewing and politicians lying through their teeth? And yet what blows up the internet was Taylor Swift getting engaged to Travis Kelce. I know most of you don't care about that. We don't, but I like to make fun of it. There's plenty to make fun of in this. Well, I want to talk about that a little bit. It's a phenomenon, and I think we need to psychologically and sociologically understand where it's coming from. I mean, when that happened yesterday, you can forget about inflation, forget about tariffs. Taylor Swift says yes, and suddenly half of America is screaming like they just won the lottery. I mean, literally. A lot of people in conservative ink, a lot of the big talking heads out there, they had plenty to say about that. You had a professor in Tennessee that even canceled class because he couldn't focus. I mean, seriously? You had a college professor at the University of Tennessee who couldn't focus because Taylor Swift got engaged. My high school teachers never canceled a class for anything. That might have been a high school teacher that canceled that class. We'll have to fact check myself here in a little bit. But we'll see. I mean, listen, when I was in school, we could have had a tornado, a locust swarm, a UFO, and a nuclear bomb landing in the parking lot. We'd still be like, okay, you got to turn in your homework and then you can get under your desk. But Taylor Swift gets a ring and suddenly it's a national holiday. Look, I get it. We've been living this long-ass, slow soap opera of will they, won't they, like it's Friends reruns with helmets and glitter. Now the Chiefs not only have a tight end, but a wedding to plan. I got things to say about this whole deal. This would piss me off as I'm the front office and we're heading into a football season and Travis Kelce's got his head in. Never mind, I'm not going to talk about that. But anyway, they're going to have a wedding that's going to be bigger than a halftime show at the Super Bowl, all right? The Kansas City Chiefs, Taylor Swift, Travis, and whatever. I really don't care, but we're going to talk about it, okay? I think the Pope will probably watch this thing. And speaking of football, as I said, it's coming. Yes, that sound you hear, the faint rumble in the distance, that's the roar of a million fantasy leagues firing up, the click of beer can tabs opening in unison across America. You got the Eagles and Cowboys kicking it off for the NFL. My Georgia Bulldogs are starting up this weekend. Tons of stuff going on. We might talk about some betting odds. I don't know. We might talk about that. I don't know. We might talk about that. But it's about to be another season of heartbreak hope and quarterbacks making more money than small countries. And the Chiefs, they're already in the spotlight because now every camera's waiting to see if Taylor shows up in the suite. I can't stand it. I mean, forget about playbooks and crushing heads, and the real strategy these days is where the camera guy's pointed. And while all that's happening, Cracker Barrel, God bless them, they decided to mess with their logo, and now they've switched it back. You'd think they'd learn by now. Don't touch nostalgia. But did they do enough in reversing the corporate chic? Because America said, no, not today, Satan. People revolted like Cracker Barrel had just outlawed biscuits and gravy. Even Trump got involved and said, bring back the barrel. And the Cracker did it. They were going to keep Uncle Herschel on the sign just when that guy thought he was going to get a little bit of retirement or something. So anyway, back came the old logo, the rocking chair, the whole thing. And we'll talk about, did they do enough? I don't think they have. I don't think they're ever going to come back. I think they've been bud lit. So here we go. We're going to get into that today. But before we do, I don't want to do a lot of doom scrolling today and more chaos. I just want to have a little bit of the, pop princess fairy tale on the Chad Prather Show. Little gridiron drama, maybe talk about the Cracker Barrel. We're going to have fun with it. But our friends over at Birch Gold, regardless of what the markets do, Birch Gold has got you covered because gold is going to be the standard for currency throughout human history. And that's not going to change anytime soon. So make sure that you have your future backed by physical gold. Birch Gold can help you do that. I need you. Not just want you, I need you to text CHAD, I spell it Chad, to 989898 so they can send you that free, no obligation information kit on gold, how you can roll a 401k, a savings plan, or an old IRA into a tax-sheltered IRA that's backed by gold. Birch Gold's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, tens of thousands of satisfied customers. Let me tell you, they got a rebate going right now. If you're a first-time gold buyer, let's say you're buying metals for the first time, you may get a rebate up to $10,000 in metals. That could be some good stuff for you. So talk to them. They will walk you through that process. If you've been looking to put some stuff in the safe or back some stuff up with gold, talk to them. Text Chad to 989898. They got a huge rebate going right now, and you're going to like it when you talk to them. So do that for me, please, today. If you've been sitting on the fence or you've just been thinking about it or you get bored, please do that for me today. Text Chad to 989898. That's all we ask you to do. Text Chad to 989898. Let Birch Gold help you out. All right, I'm going to bring Party Foul Steve on. Let's see what he's into. We're not going to have a ding-dong because we don't have a ding-dong David behind the scenes. But let's see what's up. Party Foul. What's up, buddy?
Ding-dong.
Ding-dong.
I can do it without.
You see how when you come on, I'm always frustrated whenever you first come on with that transition, it goes the ding-dong, and then your microphone's screwed up for the next few seconds.
Yeah.
I think it's the ding-dong.
It might be the ding-dong. It could be a delay in the internet or with the program that we use or something like that.
Watch this. I'm going to take you off. Hang on. I'm going to remove you. And I'm going to bring him back. Party Foul Steve. Now talk.
Ding dong.
See, I'm telling you, it's the daggum ding dong that screws up that audio every time. So we're losing the ding dong as we go into this next week because dogs around the world will rejoice, or at least in the few hundred people that are watching the show live. We're doing the rebranding. I was going through some stuff yesterday with David late last night. Let me tell you, the rebranding of the show looks phenomenal. Awesome. Phenomenal.
I can't wait.
It's going to be different. What?
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We're saving surprises for everybody.
Yeah, we're going to say, I'm not even going to talk about it.
Yeah, it's surprises for everybody. It's just going to look good. A couple of angles of sets. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. And yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm excited about it. And hopefully everybody will enjoy it. I want this show to be fun,
Yeah, and I think if you're not watching the show, I think if you're just listening, driving down the road, we don't want you to watch it. But if you're able to watch it, you need to be able to just come watch, see the new set.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Come check it out. And they'll do it. I think we have more people that watch than listen. I don't know. But before the noise this morning, I was doing it. We were finishing John chapter 4. And if you watch the first minute and a half of it as we get into it, as I'm reading John chapter 4, a big sound panel fell off the wall, and I never skipped a beat. You could hear it. It was like somebody crashed in here, but I have a big sound panel that was hanging about 8 feet off the floor, and bam, it just hit the ground.
Yeah, I was about 4 minutes late into it, so I missed it. So I had to I'll watch it on the replay.
I've been re-sound paneling. I've been putting some sound panels up in this room, and trying to knock some noise down. So early this week, I'd pulled everything down. So if you go back and you watch like Monday's episodes, you can hear the echo of the room. It's getting a little bit better. I'm not where I want it to be. I'm no sound expert, but here we are. You need some heavy drapes. You hang up some heavy drapes around, and that'll. Yeah. This room could use, so I've got a big American flag that hangs on the wall and all that stuff. That knocks it down, but I pulled everything down. And so anyway, we'll see what goes on. I don't know. Like I showed some of the setup that I did to Sarah Gonzalez, and she's like, "Did you do all that by yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah, I reconfigured everything." And I was like, "Who's going to help me?" I got no help, Steve.
I'm out of pocket right now. So,
well, you and I, neither one of us truly know. We've learned the hard way about how to set things up technologically. We're not good at that. So if anybody's out there and you're not technologically savvy, you're in good company with me and Steve. That's a fact.
I'm afraid because, starting this afternoon, I tear everything down and bring everything else in, and I don't want to unplug anything. I've got to be able to do it without unplugging anything.
I'm telling you, dude. So I have a couple of different setups now, and I'm getting better at it. I'm really, truly getting better at it. But nobody cares about this stuff. What they care about is Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, dude, this is amazing, and I'm gonna tell you why this is amazing. The whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift. This is our royal. This is like the biggest. It's like the royal wedding. You have to think of it like that. America's royal wedding.
I put out a 10-minute, 12-minute video yesterday on YouTube and Rumble on this topic, and I basically alluded to that as well as it being a royal wedding. But here's the question, Steve.
That yet. I barely watch what you do.
I know you do. If it doesn't involve you, you're not there. I understand that. But let me ask you a question. Do you think a wedding will actually occur?
Yeah, I think so. I think Taylor Swift fans, along with Travis Kelce's new Taylor Swift fans that he's getting, they're going to demand some type of big wedding.
Well, here's the thing. I give it 50-50. Okay. They probably will demand a big wedding. It may not happen for another 2 years because, again, what's 2 years in the grand scheme of things? They're going to jet set all over the world. Now, it would piss me off if I was the Kansas City Chiefs front office and this guy chose to focus on that right now. Like, don't focus on your life, bro. I need you to pull a championship in this season for the Chiefs. This could arguably be Kelce's last season for the Chiefs. I need you focused, dude. And you're going to put a 12-carat rock on her finger. That thing, that rock has its own zip code, bro. That rock's so big, it could have its own HOA.
I do agree with you on this. This could be his last year. But I don't think he's a professional. He's going to go out there and he's going to play ball.
I think he's gay. And and at the end of the day, why would you have it? Because why would you have that much money? I mean, this whole thing is scripted, if you ask me. I saw some people on there. I'm not going to name names because they're my friends. But I know some girl influencers out there who are big time Swifties, and they were like going crazy, like basically in your face. You thought this was temporary, blah, blah, blah. I still think it's scripted. I mean, I think this is just as scripted as Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think this is just as scripted as Michael Jackson and what's her name? Lisa Marie Presley. I mean, I think the whole thing is scripted. I don't think that any of this. I think this is as scripted as Kenny Chesney and whatever that girl was he married before.
Yeah, Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger.
Anywhere close to that. I don't think
what? They're both gay.
Yeah, but I think who is Taylor Swift going to marry? Somebody that doesn't have. She's not going to marry.
She was with a dude for 6 years, though. Yeah. She was in a relationship. Her last boyfriend, she was with him for 6 years.
But he couldn't handle the commotion and stuff that goes along with Taylor Swift and her life and her performances. Travis Kelce can. He's in the spotlight.
You think so?
Yeah, you got two people that are in the spotlight coming together. I think they get married. I think it lasts. I think they'll have a kid within a year of being married.
No.
I promise you.
She's not having a kid.
She's a girl. She wants a family.
No, she's too old, first of all.
No, she's not.
Too old.
Man, I got friends 50 years old having babies.
Well, they shouldn't be. That's how you end up with mongoloids and jugheads. You shouldn't have them when you're 50 years old. That's why you have sickly babies, man. You shouldn't be having babies when you're 50.
Saying that's not me, y'all.
Listen, I don't care what happens up in the Ozarks or East Texas in the Piney Woods. I'm talking about this girl's a billionaire. There's no way she's potentially messing up her body with stretch marks. Now, they might adopt. Dude, they might pull a Angelina Jolie.
No, going through the pregnancy. She'll write a whole nother album over going through the pregnancy. It'll be great. You can go so many ways. She writes what she experiences. Her,
I guess, or somebody writes what she's experiencing.
Yeah, somebody. I'm sure she has some help writing.
Oh, I know she does. You and I both know some of the people that have written some of her biggest songs.
Yeah, I know, but I think she, it's always good to have those really good songwriters to back you up. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna
this
hate on her
whole
for that. It's made some of our friends some pocket change,
but not as much because she's still they've signed their soul away to be a part of her system, to be in her orbit, to do that, and she made all the money claiming to be the songwriter when we know behind the scenes she wasn't.
Yeah.
So, but again, let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic about her getting pregnant. Hang on. We're not tying this neat little sack up with a bow just yet. I'm going to make my prediction. I don't think they're getting married within the next 24 months. I don't think so. They're definitely not going to get married during football season. So it ain't going to happen quick. So maybe in the next 2 years. So we'll see if they ever get to an altar. I don't think she's going to. And so that being said, I don't think she's going to get pregnant because by then she's going to be 37, 38 years old. Unless they go ahead and have babies real quick. See, that was the whole thing. Like Charlie Kirk was like, get married, have babies. And then several people that I know were saying, oh, that's so wonderful. Hopefully other people will take an example from them and be like, we're going to get married. Well, getting engaged isn't the same as getting married. And just because they got engaged don't mean they're getting married in the next 6 months. We know they're not. It's football season.
Yeah, but
she just got a new album coming out.
I would say that, okay, they've been dating a little over 2 years.
Maybe. I guess.
I believe the engagement that they've probably been off the record engaged a lot longer than just the announcement yesterday.
Nah.
Yeah, I think so. So I think the wedding planning is way further along on the timeline than starting yesterday. They didn't just start. She's been planning her wedding for 25 years. I promise. She's ready. I bet she's got a book. She pulls out the whole, remember Friends episode where the whole wedding book Monica had? She planned her whole life. I bet Taylor has the same kind of deal.
Somebody's probably made that book for her, just like the rest of her life.
Maybe so. But
her daddy paid for somebody a long time ago to make that book for her. I don't know. I just know that I don't think any of it's going to happen in a traditional way. I don't think they're going to have any kids. I'll be surprised if they get married. And if they do get married, Travis now really has to mind his P's and Q's because he's going to have the whole Swiftie world come down on him if he does anything wrong.
That's a lot of pressure right there.
Well, you just said he could handle it, so we'll see. But again, I remind everybody that Taylor Swift was pushing for Kamala Harris. She shielded for the Democrat Party. These are people who think your kids can be transitioned. And Travis Kelce got the jab for $20 million on a TV commercial, which I don't think he got jabbed in any way, shape, or form. But he at least performed for a Pfizer commercial and got paid what's allegedly $20 million to do it. So I think they're both pieces of shh. I wish them well, but ideologically.
Now, if you want to go that way and go the political route, yeah, we could say all that. But $20 million, I might let them jab me once.
Put that little. But I mean, now you got RFK.
I'd let them jab me for $1 million.
So you got RFK, who's now coming out talking about getting rid of the mRNA deal. And, how much money did big pharma push and how many people have been harmed by that thing? And I'm not using certain words because I don't want to get docked on YouTube. Yeah. But how many people have been harmed by this deal? And here's a guy who's a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl winner. He's a mega star. And you're going to And also there's no mistake or there's no coincidence about him coming out with that goofy ass photo shoot he did 2 weeks ago that came out where he's out there wearing like a traffic safety vest in the ocean. I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, and then they did the podcast with his brother. What's his brother's name?
Yeah.
Jason Kelce.
I watched that entire, however long it was, 2-hour podcast.
With him trying to figure out what the word esoteric means.
Yeah, esoteric.
Anyway, how many people were harmed because he pushed that deal? I mean, does anybody go out and get a medical procedure because Travis Kelce does a commercial that says you should go do it?
Yeah, I mean, 20 million Swiftie fans probably did.
Maybe so. I mean, I'm still surprised that anybody fell for that over a free donut or a free thing of French fries.
I'm trying to think of anything I've ever done that was influenced by a celebrity, and it
Let's
might have
think
been
about that.
maybe a pair of shoes once.
Let's think about that. Like maybe a cowboy hat because of George Strait. Maybe a pair of jeans because of somebody wore them a certain way. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I mean, I guess we kind of emulate what we see, and we see celebrities. So maybe there's an element of that. I would never go get a medical procedure, though, because of somebody that told me to do it.
No.
You know, I like to think of myself as a critical thinker, at least in that regard. Like nobody, I'm not going to get a vasectomy because, John Elway got one.
It started somewhere, though. Grandpa got a total knee. I want one too.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Manning's out there pushing for, caffeine colonics, and maybe I should go get one of the bariatric, whatever. I don't know what those things are. We should go get colonics. Let's go do that.
But no.
Why?
Why?
I hear they're like it might mess you up, but who knows? I hear they're good.
Yeah.
You know that when like John Wayne died, they found like 40 pounds of poop in him.
I believe it.
When Elvis died, they found like 60 pounds of poop. There's all kind of things inside of you, man.
I do a flush.
All these girls that are out there blushing about it, these girls are out there like, oh my God, I can't believe you're talking about it. Girl, you're sitting on at least 4 pounds of poop. You know they are.
Yeah, but I do those, what do you call that when you clean yourself out?
A cleanse.
Cleanse, yeah. So,
how do you do a cleanse?
Times a year. Like a couple of different ones. So.
I take a little scoop of colon broom every morning, and I'll tell you the fit with Make Wellness, that'll keep you pretty regular too.
Yeah, that will.
Yeah. See, this is a natural segue from talking about Taylor Swift to talking about your pooping tendencies there.
And right into our Make Wellness. I got mine right here. This is what I call the suicide. I mix the hydrate with the Energize.
A suicide?
Yeah. It's like I mix them together. You know, like you used to do with the fountain drinks. You mixed them all together and drink it.
Yeah, I do remember that. I hadn't thought about that in 40 years, but yeah, I do remember that. Go down to the Magic Market.
A
suicide.
Yeah, okay.
A suicide. I remember that now. Gosh, way to bring back that's a core memory that I had not held on to. How cool is that?
Core memory.
I used to go get the slushie, and you'd mix the flavors of the slushie too.
I wasn't. We had the icy.
Icy, that's what we had, not slushy.
We didn't have. I think slushy is that 7-Eleven exclusive kind of?
I don't know. We had so down the street from where I grew up, we had the Magic Market, which is basically a little 7-Eleven, and now Indians own it, but the Magic Market, and so we. Yeah, I remember that. That's a core memory. But you know what? So I do that every morning too. I mix a hydrate with an Energized because I don't necessarily like the flavor of the Energized with Make Wellness. Like it's not bad. It's just not real satisfying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've started doing that. I do that. I do the colon broom. I do a little scoop of that. So I'm getting my water in, right? So I'm hydrating with the Make Wellness. I use the colon broom. And then I've been taking that Dose, D-O-S-E, which is like the orange drink for your liver. It's full of like turmeric. Everybody corrects me when I say turmeric. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Turmeric and milk thistle. And I've become addicted to Dose.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. So
you need to try it. And they got one for cholesterol. I'm going to get that one too. And but the one for your liver, fantastic. I don't know if it's working or not, but it feels good, that turmeric.
Look at you. You're going to influence somebody to go cleanse their colon today.
Thank you, Steve. See, there you go. There you go. That's what text Chad to 989898. Birch Gold will help you. And we really do need you to do that. I need them to remain partners of this show. And if anybody out there is listening to this thing, you want to advertise on the Chad Prather Show, we could use it. This little labor of love we got, we could use it.
Yeah, now, people, the Birch Gold, when you text 989898, when you text Chad to that number, what's going to happen is they're going to call you.
Yep.
Pick up the phone, you talk to them about 2 minutes. They're going to take down some information, then they send you the packet. That easy.
That's it. And you can read up.
We need you to follow through with all of that. So that's what keeps us. That's what
just answer the phone. They'll call you from New York.
Yeah, or New Jersey.
Yeah, and then it's going to come in, and then they're getting your address. That's it, so they can send it to you. You don't care that much about football season, right?
I watch all the games.
But you watch the Houston games.
I watch the Houston games and then whatever else is on it, because we have the dual. If I'm at home, we have the dual set up in the living room. So we have the
your
big
wife's
screen. And then right now we have overlap, though. What happens is it's baseball season and football season. So usually there's football on one TV, baseball on the other TV.
Yeah. So I don't care about the NFL. I genuinely don't care about the NFL. College football is another story. Somebody keeps asking, I have people that'll ask me, I wear my Georgia hat, and people will say, you think Georgia's going to be okay this year? I was like, they're going to be good enough to disappoint us. That's where we're at. They're coming into the season ranked 5th. I think you got Ohio State or Texas is ranked number 1. And then you got Ohio State kicking it off with Texas this weekend. So one of them's going to get punched in the mouth right up front. It's probably going to be Texas. If I was a betting man, and I'm not, but I really like that. I really like Buffalo. I really like Georgia Tech. Those games could be interesting.
I would say, talking about influences and stuff. If anything, you've kind of influenced me to lean towards watching Georgia games.
Yeah.
And because I went to community college, so we didn't have Palo Alto Palominos. They had a football team, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't. I went back to school at 30, so I wasn't paying attention too close to what was going on. But then Tony taught both for A&M and UT, so it's kind of one of those, she'll watch either one of those, and now she watches a little bit of Georgia over the last 10 years because of you. So you've influenced us to watch.
Yeah, I like a little college football. The problem is I'm always traveling. I've got shows or something going on. Like this weekend, Saturday night, I'm at South Fork in Dallas. Of course, the Ewing Ranch out there. From the show Dallas for Michael Slaughter, who's running for State House. I'm doing a campaign event with him. Everybody's welcome to come if they want to come. I think. And then I'm doing a lot of speaking gigs coming up. Like I'm in Bluffton, Indiana next weekend. And then I'm not even doing another show until the last week of September. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I've been turning a lot down. And I'm at that point in life where it's like, you know what? I've been doing this for 10 years, and it's like without a break. And so I'm kind of pursuing the things that I love. And I do love getting on stage and talking to people and not necessarily trying to perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a whole lot better because having to perform versus getting up there and speaking. Totally different kind of shows. Of course, with your music shows as well. Those are more. I would say those are fun, but they're work.
They're more fun for me. And I'm not a musician, but I have fun doing the music, right? Have a good time with it. But no, I'm looking forward to I was looking at the schedule. I'm like, I have a couple, in October, I have a couple of free weekends right now, but those are filling up too. I was like, at some point in time, maybe I'll get a chance to sit around and watch a little bit of football because I'm going up to Dallas. I've got to go, my buddy Corey Proctor that used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm doing his podcast on Friday morning. And then I'm with one of my mentors, Dudley Hall, on Saturday in his studio doing his podcast. And then that night I'm with Michael Slaughter at his event. And then I'll come back home, I guess, on Sunday. And then we'll kick off with the rebrand. And I don't know if we're going to do an episode Monday. I guess we will because that's a good time to try everything out to see if everything's going to work because we're moving over to a completely different platform.
Yeah. Is Labor Day a really big, do something kind of weekend or?
Yeah. People have the day off. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
So the numbers will be down, but typically on a holiday they are, but I think it'd be a good day to try some stuff to just see if all the stuff's going to work on the new platform.
Usually something like Labor Day, I just throw something on the smoker and I used to, stay at home and cook.
Yeah. Well, we'll do something, but David, I got to give David Medina a shout out. Follow him at David Medina PDX on social media. I got to give him a shout out because he's worked his butt off to get this. He's basically had to learn a new language for this new platform to move over to it. And he was walking me through yesterday, and Just the graphics of it's phenomenal. It's going to take some tweaking. It'll probably take us a few weeks to get everything going the way we like it because we got to try some things out. But man, the graphics look good. The book is published, by the way. Born for Meaning. I got all man. The final stuff with the book. You know, this book was supposed to be out in July, and now we're moving into September. So it's going to be a September 1st, I think, release. Dude, when you self-publish, it's a lot of work.
Have you, other than yourself, have you had someone proofread for you?
No.
All right.
No. The book is so good. I guess I used like some AI stuff to do some proofs on it. But yeah, I guess it would be considered AI that did some previewing. There's no grammatical errors in it. I can tell you that, based at least off of technology. And I've read the book about 6 times now. And I've been blessed. I'll be honest with you. I've been blessed every time I've read it. I'm like, man, did you really say that? And I was like, yeah. And so I'm excited about it because I think it's going to help a lot of people. And here's the way I wrote it. I wrote it with a whole bunch of one-liners in it, like little motivational thoughts that you can read that and you're like, I wrote it like, what would Party Foul like to read?
Oh, that's good.
Just one line at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a gentleman the other day give me a book, and it's kind of similar to that. It's one day for each day of the year.
Yeah.
And it just gives you a little kind of, I would say like a motivational kind of quote or just something good, put some good into your life.
Well, I mean, you know, we talk about Linda with the dancing banana. You know, Linda's like, I'm not reading that stuff. That bunch of, bring me down stuff. Shut up, Linda. Read the book. She'll read it. I'll make her read it. So grumpy, Linda. Why are you so grumpy?
She's a troll.
Quit trolling, Linda.
Troll.
No, we'll give her a book. I'll give you a book. I'll sign it, Linda. Rub it on my body like this so it'll smell like my perfume. But no, it's a good book. It really is. Born for Meaning. And you can go to bornformeaning.com and pre-order it. I think I'm going to sign those. If you buy it off of my Prather Tees, which is what that's going to redirect you to, I think I'll sign those. I just got a note back from the publishing deal that says I got to make a couple of changes today. But other than that, I think it's going to be out pretty quick. The digital copy will be on Amazon probably in the next day or two. You can get that.
Nice.
And read it on your Kindle or whatever, your iPhone, whatever you read it on. But it'll be on Amazon.
Is there an audio version too?
I'm going to do an audio version of it. I will self-read it. I think it needs to be in my voice, but yeah, I'm going to do that. That's a chore, dude. Doing an audio book.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's work.
But if you've read it 6 times, if you did it out loud one more time, what's the?
I know. Here's the way I'm thinking about doing the audio book. I'm taking a lesson from Glenn Beck because the last time he came out with a book, he added more stuff in. David Goggins did the same thing, where basically he went off. Like you'd read the script or you'd read the manuscript, and then you would go and be like, now I'm going to just talk about this, And so something impresses me, because when I did Am I Crazy, they made sure that I stayed true to the letter of the freaking book. And like if I mispronounced a word, I had to go back in the studio and redo it. We're not doing that this time. We're going to be down and dirty. We're going to read it the way I'm reading it. If I make a mistake, I'll make the mistake. I'm not here to give you perfection. I'm here to give you me. And God knows I ain't perfect. So I think that's what our audience loves. One
of my friends in Austin, he does audiobooks, and that's what he does his primary source of income for years and years.
Yeah.
And books, every kind of book you can think of, and they come in, and he brings people in to do reads if there's parts and stuff like that. But it's kind of interesting how all that goes down. It's like a lot like putting music together in a studio, and they just go in there and read.
Yeah, that's good stuff, dude. Let me give you the press release for this book here. See if I can find my deal. I had to send it in. I'm doing Randy Robinson's podcast today. Those of you who know James Robinson, that's his son. James Robinson, of course, the TV host and evangelist from many years. Good friend of mine, and the whole family's a good friend of mine. Love those folks. They're having me on to talk about the the show. They had me on the show to talk about the book. But let's see. Let me see my press release. Let me read this thing right here. It says, Chad Prather announces release of new book, Born from Meaning, Walking Through the Ashes Towards Unbreakable Joy. At its core, Born from Meaning is a guide. I'm skipping down because I don't want to tell you all the flowery things about me. Hey, at its core, Born from Meaning is a guide for anyone walking through seasons of loss, heartbreak, or disillusionment, drawing from his own life experiences, biblical wisdom, and humor. Prather weaves together a narrative that encourages readers to face pain head on, find clarity in chaos, and embrace a life of renewed joy and purpose. How about that?
Yeah.
I wrote that about myself.
We all nice. Your own press release. That's
Heck yeah.
I think isn't everything we go through a season? I mean, we continue.
It is.
That doesn't stop. As soon as those stop, you're dead.
That's right. I've often said, and I get this from Wade Trimmer, that we have 4 seasons. We have the winter, which is the hard season. We have the spring, which is the hallelujah season. We have the summer, which is the hot season, and we have the fall, which is the harvest season. Right? You're always, and you could be in those simultaneously. You could be in all of them at any given time. But and people go through those seasons. Born from Meaning blends storytelling with practical encouragement, offering readers not only the why behind their struggles, but also the how of moving forward with a mix of spiritual depth and lighthearted humor. Prather challenges readers to redefine their pain as part of their calling and to reclaim the joy that hardship tried to steal. Yeah. Everybody's been through some crap.
Yeah. All the time, still do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still going through crap right now. So, yeah, there it is. There it is, baby. What else were we talking about? We were talking about Taylor Swift. We talked about, Cracker Barrel. So Cracker Barrel came back. They came back and said they're going to keep their logo the same. And I made a comment on social media. It's always funny to me when I do a 60-second commentary. People think they know everything I believe on a topic and they want to bitch about it. That's okay, because that's just the nature of social media. But I came on there and I just made a joke. I said, a poor Uncle Herschel. I mean, I know somebody that was like cousins with Uncle Herschel was literally his uncle over in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And like that dude's been dead a long time. But that was an actual person. Uncle Herschel was an actual person. And, he'd been dead a long time, but I made a joke. I said, poor Uncle Herschel, man, he thought he was going to get to retire. And, now he's got to pull those suspenders back on and got to go back there and sit by that barrel again. And people are like, but it's not enough. Just because they changed the logo, they get woke and they still, what do you think about them supporting pride events and gender kids and blah? And I'm like, I wasn't talking about that. I made a joke about the fact that they changed the logo back, for crying out loud.
To me, why change? Are they really going to change? If you're going to change it, go ahead and just change it. Don't cave to everybody just piling on and saying don't change it.
This is how
agree with that either.
But this is how stupid they are. It wasn't about changing the logo. See, that's what they think. They think that it's about changing the logo. It was never truly about changing the freaking logo. It was about all the other crap. It was about the we're going to remove ourselves. We're going to separate ourselves from white imperialism. Like, for instance, the little colored pegs, the little golf tees, where you jump them in the little triangle thing. They took all the colors away and put little wood pegs in there because they didn't want to have, the different colors on there.
I do agree with the fact it was time to pull everything off the walls, give it a good dusting. Then they could have just put it back.
They could have put it back. I mean, there's literally stores and services out there that these restaurants buy from in order to get crap to decorate their place, right? So there's things that exist out there to collect old crap, So they took it all off and they kind of homogenized it and blah, blah, blah. They made it more sleek and chic or whatever. But that was what, Cracker Barrel was about, looking on the wall and like, oh, look at this old crap. There's a baseball glove with 6 inches of dust on it. And then somebody's fly fishing reel,
I know somebody that took a black and white photo of their own family and put in their local Cracker Barrel up on the fireplace. It was there for years and years. It's probably still there. So.
I mean, you go in Cracker Barrel, it reminds you of being in your mom's house. You just got stuff everywhere. But so, they got the backlash and they just changed the logo back. But here's the thing, man, their food went to crap. I mean, a long time ago, their food went to garbage.
Now, how do you mess up eggs?
Dude, I don't know, but people are capable of it. I've said that forever. How do you mess up eggs? But people are capable of it. As a person who loves eggs, they're capable of it.
They need to focus. I haven't been in a little while, but they need to focus on their service and how they I follow the Chick-fil-A model of service.
But you know what, man? Even Chick-fil-A in certain places is going downhill on that.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time before it happens because I don't care how good your training is. You're only as good as the management of the local store. And if they're not doing right, dude, you and I have seen some crap in recent days. We have. And Steve and Ben and I, we went before we played golf down in Fredericksburg a couple of weeks ago. We went to Chick-fil-A. We went in the store and sat down. And even that was like, all right, come on, dude. We're still waiting on this cup of coffee to show up. But I know what you mean by that. But Cracker Barrel, and I haven't been in there in a long time either, but you used to go in there, man, you could get the chicken fried chicken, and it was real chicken, and it was a good juicy piece of chicken too. Put the gravy on there, and the potatoes were a little bit, they were what they were, but they were sort of fresh.
Yeah.
And then you had, a little fried okra. Now they just sling that crap on a plate like it's the dilly special, and they just give it to you, and you're supposed to like it, and it tastes like you're eating a piece of cardboard. I swore them off.
I swore Golden Corral. I remember there was a time when I was young, Golden Corral was good. Now I wouldn't go in there for nothing.
Yeah, that's been years. I used to like Golden Corral too, man.
The food, the service, all the restaurants.
I used to call it the trough, dude.
Yeah, you just go up there and just get your money's worth. See if you could eat your back when the buffet was $9.99.
Well, buffets have never been good for me because I'm a one plate of food person. I can't just keep going back and back. But when's the last time you were in a Chinese buffet?
A couple of years ago.
Before COVID.
I went while I was down in Florida a couple of times.
I used to love the Chinese buffet, man. I used to love it. Eating that crap, oh my gosh, it's just all these different chickens with different sauces, just different flavors of chicken in different ways. Crazy. But anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I just think about how things have gone downhill is ridiculous. And then you're changing the branding or the logo wasn't what they needed to do at Cracker Barrel.
No, improve the quality of the food and improve the service.
The service and get rid of your ideologies. Like you shouldn't have to have a sociological or political or cultural ideology in order to serve biscuits. Like you just shouldn't. Yeah. You just really shouldn't. I mean, stop perpetuating the crap. And the other thing is, like, I saw where, like, what is it, the Kind bar? You know what I'm talking about? The little with the nuts and the flavor, the little Kind bars. I like those. They did a whole rebranding too, where they did this whole unveiling. And you know how they got those stripes, the multicolored stripes, and then the Kind was in black right here in the middle. They did this big unveiling. All they did was move the word Kind down to the bottom of the stripes. I mean, somebody sat in a boardroom mulling over that. Some ad man came in there and gave them this idea, and they had a big unveiling over it. Like, I'm so sick of who cares? You're going to do the stuff like Jaguar's going to do. Like, if you build an iconic brand, I don't need a dude in a dress to sell that iconic brand to me. No, like, I used to love
not buying that car. He's at Starbucks working there.
I mean, I used to think, like my dream car was to. I got a buddy of mine who's a GM at the Jaguar place. Used to be over at the Jaguar place. I guess he still is. They're in Fort Worth. And every now and then on a big event, I'd go borrow for the weekend a Jaguar F-Type. I mean, that thing's faster than a Ferrari. It's incredible. And I'm not a sports car guy, but I used to think, man, that's like a dream car. Like if you wanted to aspire to something, you could get a Jaguar F-Type. I mean, that's a cool car. It's still a cool car. It's amazing. Get yourself killed in it. But I'm like, now I don't even think about it because Jaguar had to do that woke crap. Why do I want to go give them my money or my business? It's a dream killer, dude.
A beat up 4-wheel drive truck. I'm fine with that.
I got that truck. How many miles my truck got on it now? About 160,000?
157, I think, something like that.
Yeah. I want to get 400, 500,000 miles out of that truck, man.
It'll get it. I just changed the oil in it.
Atta boy. Thanks, buddy.
The cabin air filter had never been changed. I promise.
You don't think they just sprinkle crap on it and bring it in there to you?
Pull it out because it's behind your glove box.
No wonder I got
glove box out.
Pound.
Get to it.
Yeah. So they pull that thing out. No wonder I've been breathing them 2-pound boogers out.
It was nasty.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, some things have happened in that truck, man. You can't never tell.
It's clean now.
Look at it. Is it clean, or just a filter?
Just a filter.
I got golf clubs in the back of that truck. Hopefully they're pushed up in there so the rain doesn't get to them.
I've got them safe.
Thanks, Daddy. I forgot to take them out of there. But yeah, I've been driving the car, and I won't say what kind of car it is, but it's a nice one. It ain't no Jaguar F-Type though. This one's more expensive than the Jaguar F-Type. But maybe if we could get some more sponsors on this show, you could get one too.
I don't even want one.
I mean, really and truly, I've got that my Ford truck is pretty beat up. I mean, it's missing a handle on the back. The door on the driver's side's dented in where somebody hit me. I'm missing little panels on it. I'm like, I have no problem with that truck.
Yeah, and if you ever want to sell that truck, you just drive to Home Depot parking lot, and somebody will offer you money right there in the parking lot.
That's right.
You're always looking for a work truck, and that's a great work truck.
I'm trying to get like 400,000 miles out of that sucker. Yeah. So anyway,
I think you'll do it.
So in summary, Travis and Taylor, I mean, congrats, wish you the best. We'll see what happens. The world's going crazy over it, whatever.
I think America deserves a royal wedding of their own.
I don't think America.
People across a pond worried about them getting.
Yeah, but really, my question is Travis pregnant? Right? Why are they getting engaged now? Yeah, I love Babylon Bee, what they said about, Travis is going to write his own vows as soon as he can figure out how to spell the word sight. I mean, is Travis Kelce the prince you need? I get Taylor Swift. I mean, she's everything that daddy's money could buy. But come on.
The gladiator of the greatest American sport. I mean, barring baseball. But, I'm just saying the gladiator type.
Plays it like a wuss. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a good football player, but he plays like a wuss sometimes. These guys, God forbid he gets his nails scratched or dented.
Keep his hands nice and soft for Taylor.
I mean, but she's not a good influence for young girls. She's not. I mean, just look at all the photos that came out for this new album release where they're slinging her giblets all over the place. I mean, at what point in time are we going to take back our culture and our values and be like, okay, that's enough. That's enough softcore porn being paraded in front of our 13-year-olds.
Yeah, but that's the world.
Well, that's the world, but I don't want my kids to be like the world. I don't want your kids to be like the world. I want to be different from the world, apart from the world. I understand how the world is, but that's not my standard, And but we excuse it, and we're letting our little 13-year-olds sing these songs. I mean, little 13-year-olds shouldn't be singing breakup songs and all this. I mean, listen to the lyrics of some of the stuff.
They shouldn't. I'm a horrible parent because my girls they like Taylor. I don't know that they're Swifties per se.
Well, we talk about Taylor Swift's, breakup songs. She's got some pretty explicit songs out there. Yeah. I mean, I've sampled a couple of them just for research purposes, and I'm like, dang, this ain't no little girl singing songs anymore. This is a grown ass woman talking about some real mature topics.
I'm sure you sing along with one or two of them.
There's a couple of songs out there that I can understand why they're catchy, but I can't tell you the last time I've heard I parody we are never, ever, ever getting back together. I do that as a joke sometimes on stage.
Yeah.
But
see, look at the influence Taylor Swift has had on your comedy.
Well, she's a massive star. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I mean, I've not emulated any piece of my career off of it. I do that as a joke so that everybody go boo. But but again, Taylor Swift's not going to be the standard for my kids and grandkids. But, listen, I texted my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's a writer, she's an author, and she writes a lot of fantasy fiction and stuff like that. Sometimes I have to get on to her. I'm like, take it easy on some of these themes. Like, be careful what you play with, because some of this stuff's darkness. And she knows, but I'm like, just be careful what pool you dip your toe in is all I'm trying to say. Because some of this stuff ain't healthy for your soul. You know, the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That sha'ar, that gatekeeper is the word there, what you allow into your eye holes, into your soul. Whatever you're the gatekeeper, whatever you open the gate to is what your soul becomes. And I'm just like, be careful with some of this stuff, man. Yeah. It looks innocent, but it ain't.
No, I agree. Agree with
that. Yeah. Angel of darkness parades like an angel of light, man.
I dipped my toe in enough stuff that I know.
You dipped your toe in enough stuff, that toe fell off. That toe got gangrene, boy. Got the gangrenes. All right, we've wasted enough time today, Steve.
Without a producer?
Without a producer.
You were producing, so that was great.
Nothing. This was fun. I enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah. It's a nice way to spend the middle of the week.
Little change of pace here, talking about Taylor Swift and football and Cracker Barrel, and I don't know. There's maybe other things going on in the world today. I will tell you that Wall Street and global markets are on the edge ahead of NVIDIA's second quarter earnings, expected to shake things up. Futures are near flat, while traders eye a possible 6% swing in NVIDIA shares and a 1% move in the S&P 500. I mean, we could have talked about that.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I guess people, maybe they should invest in NVIDIA. I don't know what that means. Trump has imposed sweeping 50% tariffs on Indian imports. India said they call the move unjustified.
I bet India was messing up again. So
yeah. Canada Goose is suddenly in the spotlight with Bain Capital receiving takeover bids valued over at $1.35 billion. That's just crazy money. I only need the 0.35.
Yeah, that would be nice. What is 0.35?
$350 million.
Okay, yeah, that'd be nice.
That's all I need. I don't know what I'd do with it. I probably wouldn't buy a Jaguar, though. Unless they made yachts. Reddit is upgrading its mobile experience, expanding Reddit Pro Trends so marketers can access trend insights and comment analytics on the go. Oh, and Bitcoin is testing the 110,000 level. Oh, by the way, Steve, and I will tell all the audience this too. So I'm into a new thing that could be the new Bitcoin. Uh-oh. And my buddy sent me a message the other day. I bought into this. If you're interested, shoot me a message. This may be the new Bitcoin.
I'm interested if it's like I can buy it for 3 cents and it's going to make me a
go. Well, the buy-in on the thing is about $900. The initial investment is like $900 to $1,000. I think it's like $950, something like that. But if you go to the DFW airport and you'll see it, I took pictures of it. It's on all of the digital ad boards and everything. Like this company, this guy who started, it's a coin. This guy who started this, they're mined in Texas. This guy who started this deal, he used to do a bunch of stuff with Ron Paul, talking about real money, and all mined in Texas. So it's not one of those scam things like the Hawktua girl. I did my research on this deal. But it's the Texit coin.
I still have a big problem, even with Bitcoin, is it's just not real.
Well, it's not real unless you cash it out.
Yeah.
I mean, things are moving towards that being a currency, but let me say it again. It's the Texit, Texit coin, and I can get folks in. In fact, I got a guy who will probably get you taken care of without you having to pay that big fee right up front.
Hey.
Get you in. That's how excited they are about this coin going where it's going to go.
I need to do something because,
So here's the deal.
Nowhere close to my retirement goal.
Here's the deal. I'll put it this way. If you guys are interested in that, and I don't give, this is not investment advice at all. I'm just saying I'm going to do this. I'm doing this thing. I'm watching this thing. If you want to know more information, I'll connect you with the people who do know it. And so if you'll send a message to Steve, he'll send your info over to me.
No, don't say that.
Steve's easier to find than I am.
Oh, my God.
You can send it to me if you want.
I get every morning. That's the first thing I wake up is not read all the messages to say, please tell Chad this.
Yeah. Well, if I just know this, if you're not willing to, dig in at a certain deal. But I'm excited about that. I mean, could be the next Bitcoin. I don't know. But, everything comes with a risk. So I'm not an investment guy. I mean, I am for myself. But I'm in it. It's so, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I think it's trading it. It's up.
I'll take a look at it.
It's up 3%, 2.91 right now. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal.
I should have listened to a couple of people back, years ago that said the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I
Tex it.
I thought they were stupid. And
Yeah. This thing's been around for 16 years.
what, the Texit?
Yeah. I think they started this thing like 16 years ago. And, but this whole deal is Texas. It's Texas based. You don't have to be in Texas to do it, I don't think. Whether you're a seasoned investor or new to the world of cryptocurrencies, there's a place for you in Texit coin community. We stand at the threshold. I might be breaking the law right now. I hope I'm not.
I don't know how that works.
I'm not giving advice. No advice. I'm just telling you. I can put you in touch with the people who can tell you. I can do that.
That was the first thing that popped up. I would text it and
Yeah.
jumped on.
From mining farms to trading platforms, there are countless ways to get involved and make a difference. So interesting. Yeah, I'm looking at Bitcoin right now. It's at 111.5.
Yeah, there was people that bought in that for, just a few dollars.
Yeah.
So I guess that probably been 15 years ago, though, huh?
Yeah.
No tell. What do you got planned the rest of the day?
I got to do Randy Robinson's.
Oh, that's right. You're doing that.
Yeah. But anyway, I always tell people, take a look at those things. There's a lot of scams out there. But
Yeah, don't fall for the scam. Chad's not asking for money on the internet.
I don't want anything from you. Never, ever.
Not asking for a dime. So don't
Yeah.
fall for the scams. They're out there. It happens every day. I just read about another one.
Yeah. So I'd be open to if people know anything about the Texit deal. If you know something negative about it, I don't read Reddit. I don't care about it. Everything's negative on Reddit. I'm just saying, send me a message. I don't know. I'm exploring this thing. It might be the next thing. I don't know. This person said, definitely not a scam. I've been mining for 3 months. I've met with blah, 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 and his wife. He's very transparent. You can invest for as little as $1,000, weekly Zoom meetings, Telegram communications with the community. We're now advertising in Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm behind this project. Did not put, prepared to lose. I do with any crypto investment. Interesting. This person says, we invested in more than 3 months ago. 3 months ago, we have more than doubled our money. I'm very good at detecting scams and frauds. This does not have any of the signs of that. That's good to know.
Everybody that says they're really good at detecting scams.
Yeah. This one says, I've never seen a scam that would limit you on the amount you can invest.
I just watched a deal on it today. It was a woodworker that builds table, and they had an AI of him telling somebody they want a prize, and the woman sent $15,000 to have a table built to somebody in Pakistan or something like that.
Come on, don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's insane. So don't send your money. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this ugly because I'm getting there. Old people, talk to your kids before you go sending money anywhere.
Yeah, don't do that. Make sure you're talking to the real people.
Yeah, have one of your kids, younger people. They can help you spot those scams.
That's right.
I'm only about to be 55. September 6th.
Look at you. Look at you.
If I'm 80 years old, I hope my kids are watching out for me and not letting me send money to Bangladesh.
Start to lose that mind. All right, we're going to jump off here. For David Medina, who's not with us, he's got some things going on. He's I'm not going to tell his business, but nothing bad. He just got some family things going on that are really good. I said, take the day off, brother. Go do something. Party Foul, anything you want to tell everybody before we go?
Oh, just find me on all the social medias at Party Foul Steve. Instagram.
There you go. All right, Boo, I'm kicking you off. I'll holler at you in a minute. Love you, buddy.
Love you.
All right, for the rest of you guys, I love you guys, and no, we're not giving investment advice. We'll see what's coming with all this kind of stuff. We're always looking at things, but we like to share it with you because we're family. I love you guys so much. I'm thankful for you. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you click like on all the stuff. You know the deal. Just do all the stuff. Tell your family and friends about the Chad Prather Show. Thanks for hanging with us today. This is kind of like sitting around the living room having a chat, and I had fun doing it. So thank you for hanging with us. If you did, click that little thumbs up down there before you go and leave us a comment down below. Also, go to bornformeaning.com. Pre-order the book. It'll be out in the next couple of days. It'll be available to you, but pre-order that. And keep checking on Amazon. Keep looking for Born for Meaning by Chad Prather. Check it out and get the digital copy if you'd like. I'd love to see you get it. Love to hear your feedback on it as well. Folks, go to watchchad.com. That's where all the fun stuff is. And join me in the morning for Before the Noise at 8/7 Central on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, X, the spots. Go check it out and join me Before the Noise. I love you guys so much. I'm thankful for you. God bless you. Remember to text Chad to 989898 and talk to the folks at Birch. Let them send you that free no obligation information kit on having your retirement backed by physical gold. In the meantime, we're going to have a fantastic day, aren't we? Yes, we are. So go out there and enjoy it. Make the most of it. I will see you tomorrow. I love you. God bless you. Talk to you then. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to the Chad and Prather Show. It is Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a great week and headed into the downward flow into the weekend. Football season kicks off this weekend. It is college football. I'm excited about it. We'll talk about that a little bit today. We're going to be down and dirty. We are self-producing this show, so I don't know how long we'll be with you. This thing may not even work. I don't even know. But anyway,